Have you ever looked at your bank account and thought, is this all I've got to show for years of hard work? It's a quiet moment, but a loud realization. You've been working, maybe even grinding, late nights, early mornings, yet somehow your savings don't reflect your effort. And if you're being honest with yourself, it feels scary because life isn't slowing down. Rent is going up, groceries cost more every week, gas prices rise and fall like a roller coaster, and that dream vacation, still a dream, that emergency fund, non-existent. You're not lazy, you're not dumb, you're just stuck in a cycle nobody taught you how to break. Here's the truth, if you have less than $20,000 saved, you're not alone. In fact, millions of people are in the same boat, silently stressing about money every single day. But here's what nobody tells you, It's not your fault for being here, but it is your responsibility to get out, and you absolutely can. This video is not just about saving money. It's about shifting your mindset. It's about learning what schools, jobs, and even parents often forget to teach, how to make your money work for you, because no one's coming to rescue you financially. No magic income, no lottery ticket. But the good news is, you don't need luck, you need awareness, you need strategy, and most of all, you need action. So if you've got less than $20,000 saved, don't click away. Don't tell yourself, I'll figure it out later. Later is now. And this video could be your turning point. Let's change the way you look at money forever. Visual graphs showing average savings by age, headlines of rising rent and inflation, footage of people doing regular jobs, waiters, office workers, freelancers, voiceover, narration. Let's face the truth. This system wasn't designed to make saving easy. Right now, more than half of people under 35 have less than $5,000 in savings. Many have nothing at all. You might feel like you're behind, but you're not. You're just living in a world where the cost of living is sprinting, and income is barely jogging. Think about it. Rent prices are higher than ever. Gas is unpredictable. Groceries feel like a luxury. And every month, the money disappears before you even have a chance to plan. But here's the part they don't teach in school. The problem isn't just the numbers, it's the system you're trying to survive in. Without a roadmap, we grow up learning algebra, but not how to budget. We memorize historical dates, but not how compound interest works. So by the time we're adults, we're thrown into the deep end, expected to swim financially, with no life jacket, and social media doesn't help. You scroll and see people your age driving new cars, wearing designer clothes, going on luxury vacations, and you start to wonder, what am I doing wrong? But what you don't see are the credit card debts, the loans, and the financial anxiety behind those perfect photos. The reality is, most people are struggling quietly. And the difference between staying stuck and getting ahead. Awareness. This is your moment to stop blaming yourself and start learning what you were never taught. No shame, no guilt, just facts and a plan. Because when you understand the game, you can finally start playing to win. And it doesn't matter if you're starting with $100 or $10,000. What matters is that you start right now. Visual ends with a calm shot of someone writing a budget on paper with the words on screen. Knowledge is your power. Let's talk about one of the biggest money traps out there. Thinking that saving money is only for rich people. But the truth, the people who eventually become rich are often the ones who started saving when they had very little. Most people fall into the same pattern. I'll start saving when I make more. But what happens when you do make more? Your lifestyle gets more expensive. You upgrade your phone, your car, your clothes, and suddenly, you're still broke. Just in nicer things. This is called lifestyle inflation. And it's a silent killer of long-term wealth. Here's what most people get wrong. They think the problem is not making enough, but often, it's not managing what they already have. And no, this isn't about cutting every little joy out of your life. It's about being intentional with your money. It's the difference between spending without thinking and spending with purpose. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you tracked your expenses for a full month? Most people are shocked when they realize how much they're spending on small things. Coffee, subscriptions, takeout, things that don't seem like much until they add up to hundreds per month. Small leaks sink big ships. And the same goes for your finances. The wealthy aren't always smarter. They just play the money game differently. They understand one key principle. Save first, then spend what's left. Most people do the opposite. If you start building those habits now, even with a small income, you're already ahead of the game. The mistake isn't being broke. The mistake is staying broke by doing nothing about it. So stop waiting for the perfect time to get serious about your money. That time is now. Visual ends with a calendar being flipped, then stopped on today's date. On-screen text, start today, not someday. Visual, clean whiteboard animation or a digital notebook. A hand draws out the 50-30-20ths budgeting method. Cut to scenes of someone budgeting, preparing food at home, using a savings app, voiceover, narration. Alright, enough theory. Let's talk about a real strategy you can start using today. Something simple, effective, and proven to work. It's called the 50-30-20ths rule. Here's how it works. 50% of your income goes to needs: rent, groceries, bills, transportation. 30% goes to wants: dining out, entertainment, hobbies, that Netflix subscription, and the final 20%, that goes directly to savings, investments, or paying off debt. It's not about being perfect, it's about giving every dollar a job. Even if you're making $2,000 a month, 20% is $400. Over a year, that's $4,800 saved without any major lifestyle changes. Can't do 20% right now. Start with 10% or 5%. What matters most is getting into the habit, because once you start building the habit, increasing the amount becomes easier. And remember, saving money isn't just about putting cash into a bank account. It's about buying back your future. It's about creating options, freedom, and peace of mind. Use free apps to track your spending. Automate transfers to savings so you don't even have to think about it. Set small weekly goals, like saving $20 or avoiding one takeaway meal. These small steps compound. Just like money can compound in the stock market, your habits compound in life. And over time, these small changes turn into something massive. What seems small now can become the reason you feel confident instead of anxious. When you check your bank balance, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to start. In this strategy, it's your first step. Visual ends with a zoom in on the 50-30-20ths rule, written on a whiteboard and on-screen text. Discipline beats income. Always. Let's bring this full circle. If you've made it this far in the video, it means something inside you is ready to change. You're not just watching, you're listening, you're thinking, and more importantly, you're ready to act. Maybe your savings are under $20,000. Maybe they're under $1,000. Maybe they're at zero. It doesn't matter, because where you are right now does not define where you're going. Most people never reach financial freedom because they never truly believe it's possible for them. They think it's only for the lucky, the privileged, the ones with six-figure salaries or family money. But the truth is, the most powerful tool you have isn't money. It's discipline. It's awareness. It's the decision to change. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to figure everything out today. You just need to take the first step. Start tracking your expenses. Open a savings account. Set a small goal. Learn one new thing about money every week. Build momentum, one smart decision at a time. The future belongs to those who plan for it. And today, right now, is your opportunity to start building yours. Not tomorrow, not next year, now, because every dollar saved is a dollar of freedom. Every smart choice today is a better life tomorrow. So if you've got less than $20,000 saved, don't let that number define you. Let it motivate you. This is your turning point. Let's build your financial future together. Visual fades out to a bold text screen. Subscribe for weekly financial tips. Your journey starts now.